Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to the channel. Uh, Today we're going to just be going over Bitcoin and Bitcoin price action. We're going to be seeing where the market's going, as well as we're going to learn what these little candlesticks mean and support and resistance lines. Um, so this is what we're going to be talking about today: support and resistance, and wicks. So if you guys are new to trading and new to the whole crypto or just trading in general, each of these candle wicks correlate with these time frames located above here. We're currently on TradingView. So each one of these candle wicks represents, for example, right now I am on the 1 hour chart. So every one of these candle wicks will represent a price action of 1 hour. So the green candles represents um, when the price goes above the previous candle, and it's above the price that it previously was before the candle, which represents a positive upwards motion, will represent a green candle. A red candle represents the opposite, which means the price went down. And if you guys see here, we have two wicks here on the 1 hour chart, um, which represents that it went below than the current previous wick, right? So if this candle is red, right, and it fell below price than the previous candle, which is lower, will also represent red. So if you guys see here, it's a tiny little wick. Well, if the price action ended at say 19,629, and the second hour, this little green one, ended at 19,657, well, the price action is higher, so therefore it is a green candle. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Um, and let's move down to support and resistance. So support and resistance. So right here, I'm gonna make a trend line. So we're gonna make a support and resistance line. If you guys could notice this part right here, and why am I making a support and resistance line? So if you guys see here below, um, let me stretch this, and we're still currently on the 1 hour chart. And again, we could go to days, and every candle would represent a day. And we could go into 30 minutes, every candle would represent at 30 minutes. So that's what a candlestick is, right? So now we're going on to the support and resistance. So why did I choose this as a trend line, right? Or as a support? Well, currently it's a resistance line, so we need to break above it to really signify a reversal in price, right? So uh, that's why did I make that, right? So why did I make a line here? So the reason why I made a line there is because that's where the pattern tends to switch. If you guys notice in your history, so the thing with support and resistance, you want to go based off history, which is time going backwards. So we want to go based off previous transactions, right, or previous days that also show either support it, like support the price of where Bitcoin is landing, or just with any general stock or whatever your trading is, right? So we could see that the price held support very strong around 20,000, and that is our previous all-time high from years ago, from back in 2017 when the bulls really ran, right? So 20,000 is a very significant number, um, because usually it goes from all-time high, or it goes from your previous high will now become your support if you break above it, and your previous resistance will now become your previous support will now become resistance if it goes below it, right? So this is our previous support, which was 20,000, which was a key level break, and right now we did break above it, but we're kind of barely dangling right now as we speak on the Bitcoin price. So it's very important that we break above it and hold support, right? So what does it mean to hold support, right? Which would mean right here, if we pay attention to, this is on July 7th. As you can see here, we broke our support of 20,000, right? So we broke the support of 20,000 here. Let's just say 20,200. So once we broke above 20,200, we came back down and we retested our support, right? And how do we know this is our support line back then? Because before, you could see here, when we rose back up, we hit it and we came back down, we hit it again and we came back down all the way down to 19.2, 19.3, right? So, and then we wicked back up, we came back up, we made a little higher high, and then we came back down. So we could tell that this is a clear support or resistance line at the time, right? So again, we could see all these previous points of touches where we've touched and we rose and back up, we touched, we rose back up, and we touched and we broke back down. And yeah, so as you can see here, where we were at, right? We broke out of the 20,200 and we went all the way to 20,200, 22.6, right? So we went to 22.6, and then we actually broke back down below our support. Well, we broke back down to 18.8. So right now we're in a little bit of a recovery, but we faced this huge resistance line, right? So this is now resistance. So we need to really break above it and hold support. So I'm gonna make another trending line, so to signify where we have to hold support if we were to break above it, right? So we have I'm gonna say this high right here, and these charts are move way faster compared to stock markets. So excuse me. So we have to show some type of like, it makes these like super fast moves, like crazy wicks like that within an hour or 10 minutes, or usually these big moves are made within like 2-3 minutes, right? 5 minutes, these big ass moves that are here, right? So right now we have to break above, I would say, $20,200, and show support and bounce around between this range of 20,700. If we break above, let me see, where's my little paint? So if we break above this area here and stay above this area, then to me this is bullish movement, right? And we have to hold this area above here. We might actually just stay within this range. If we break above it, this might be a good little trading area for us to show little signs of recovery. Sorry about that last one. But to me, signs are very weird right now, because the CPI numbers just came out. We're waiting on unemployment numbers. We're waiting on things like that. So but as you guys can see, we bounced kind of fast. To me, this is a clear sign of a bear flag. But I'll go into bear flags a different day. Today is just strictly support and candles, price action, and support and resistance, right? So what can we see as a support, right? So for sure we have, what is our next support, right? So we have a few supports, but I just draw out the lowest support. So if we break below 18,800, we're going to retest our recent low, which was 17,500, right? 600. So I'm sorry, I went to the 4-hour chart, but I'll go back to the 1-hour chart. But so yeah, so as we can see here, this is our major support, the purple one. Our current, if we break this low, so if we break $1, oh, I'm sorry, I moved. So if we break a dollar below this line right here, below, you know, say if we say we break like 817 or 18700, I feel that we're really gonna retest our 17,600, but we have to break below this area here, right? 18.5. Just say 18.5, 18.6. If we break below that area, then yeah, we're gonna retest 17.5 again. That's a really high probability. So the thing with cryptocurrency or with all trading is you can never like really say, oh, the market's gonna go up, the market's gonna go down. It's usually based on probabilities and what's most likely to happen based off history, right? So that's how the market is traded, right? So and Bitcoin is still new, right? There's no history of Bitcoin going through inflation. There's no history of Bitcoin going through you know, a depression, a recession, and things like that. Bitcoin started during our last recession, right? So Bitcoin is new to all of this, and it's never experienced it. So to me, this right here shows a clear sign of a rejection based off the 1 hour charts. Um, but we might get some momentum when we get back to 19.5. So if you guys watched the video, I uploaded it today, but it was made yesterday, where I stated where we were at 19.5, we were around this area here, and I actually mentioned that we're going to go back up to the retest 20,000, and that we did. So you know, so far so good for my trading, you know, decisions or for my, you know, technical analysis based off yesterday. And I just want to keep you guys up to date. And yeah, so I think that's going to be it for the video. You know, we got a support line here, a few different other smaller supports if you want to play that time, that time frame. You know, I mostly based off like if I'm swing trading or if I'm shorting, you know, you, people go based off these hourly time frames, hourly supports. If you're a long-term trader, like a day trader, a swing trader, then or you know, long-term trader, then you might go based off the day or 4 hour chart. But everything is kind of showing. This actually kind of shows indecision. As right here, we're getting a 4 hour, which we have 2 hours left on the 4 hour, a clear rejection sign from our previous support or from our resistance line, right? So this is our resistance line. If you guys look at this 4 hour line, so if this 4 hour breaks above it and holds support above this resistance, then that to me that would be a confirmation of a little small reversal. But we would have to break above it. If we stay in this wick pattern, if this is, you see this wick, to me this is a clear rejection, and we're gonna probably come back and retest this area of support, which is gonna be around 19,800. So let me know what you guys think. For the video, I hope this actually helps you as a trader and makes decisions. And we can see here that we have another support line here as we broke it, right? So we broke this trend right here, so this is technically a support line. So if you guys want to dissect it in small increments like that, we can, but I'm just trying to show you guys you know, technical analysis and help you guys understand of what these support and resistance means, right? So again, if we break below this 20,000, then now that becomes resistance, right? So if we break below here, I will go into here, I will change that red, right? But we didn't. So I'm gonna leave that green for now, and we'll check in tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think. You know, I'm not gonna be predicting a lot of stuff like that. This is just strictly educational and trying to show you guys what's up with crypto. But thank you guys, and have a good one. Peace out.